Tesla's battery revolution is so extraordinarily on us that we won't need fossil fuels anymore, is what everybody says. And I'm chuckling because I'm reading from what's this place called? Wall Street Breakfast from Seeking Alpha, and I get their emails every day, which is pretty cool. And I want to share this with you. Tesla. The automaker revealed some changes in its battery cell chemistry using lithium iron phosphate LFP for standard range vehicles rather than nickel cobalt aluminum, which will continue to use in longer range EVs. LFP is significantly cheaper and stable, which makes it safer. Because remember, batteries, remember the Chevy Volt, right? What happened to Chevy Volt? They don't want you parking anywhere near something you care about. So we got Sam Abulsmid, who's the principal analyst at Guidehouse Insights, says the LFP batteries are significantly cheaper and stable, which makes them safer, which would imply that the long-range batteries on nickel, cobalt, aluminum are still, which are the longer-range EVs, are still not that safe relative to the lithium iron phosphate. All right. However, the cells in the short-range batteries are less energy dense, meaning they offer lower range for the same weight as other cells, while cold weather affects them more. Man, I tell you, every time I talk about batteries, I get a bunch of people who say, "You don't understand. We're on the verge. We're on the verge. We're on the verge." I'm like, "Oh," because no one has thought about the chemistry of batteries before Tesla came around. I mean, but look, okay, so this is it. So what is Tesla doing? They're taking their short-range EVs, electric vehicles. They're saying we're going to make a different type of battery, chemistry with the battery, all right, which will make it safer because we don't want blown up in your house. Part two of that is it'll make it less energy dense, which means they'll have the same weight as the previous longer-range batteries, and cold weather will affect them more, which means you'd have to charge it more as well. But it's cheaper. Folks, there is no battery revolution happening anytime soon. I'm sorry. I'll get people comment. You don't understand. I've worked with a battery company, this, that, and the other. Look, it might be. I don't know. The batteries have been used for 100 years. The best chemists in the history of mankind have been on this project. It's kind of like a solar PV panel. I'm talking about, I can't remember exactly, but it's like the infrared rays. The max efficiency you can get from a solar photovoltaic is like 35%. All these people say, well, the efficiency will grow. It can't. It can't. Not on a solar photovoltaic. It can't because the infrared, I'm talking about, I can't remember, but there's some physics based on how much on the wavelength of the solar that you can convert to electricity. And the physics is such that the photovoltaic, which converts the sun's energy into electricity, it can't go more than 35% efficiency. And even that's like in its lab. I mean, come on, man. I get it. People want this to happen because look, I would love to be able to run everything on batteries. It's freaking fantastic. The idea that's happening today or the next 10 years, we've heard this liberals are judged on their promises. Conservatives are judged on the results. This is what always happens, man. Well, we're promising you. Never comes. Well, we're promising you 10 years from now. Conservatives, oh, you have one guy who's unemployed. You're bad. Well, you're like, yeah, but the liberals got 5 guys unemployed. But they promise.